puffskins.
Okay.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
Are you
It
hitting on me?
appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
I'm sure you ain't got this shit.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile,
Oh, no.
I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
He's like, what the heck is that? Gerald. I'll talk to Poppy. Poppy?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
For all
We're
you
of
know,
a
you could be
similar
cursed.
mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Let's go. Go on, get.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Oh man, I'm
Really?
first.
Well, thank you. I think.
I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
I'm not gonna wake up without a kidney, am I?
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Oh, Buckbeak.
Please meet Highwing.
No, it's Buckbeak.
Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I
Now
don't
let's
think
fight.
I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Beast class. Now to put my spells back. That one there. I'm missing downward.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Choices, so many choices. Alright, tell of Roland. That's our friend indeed. The elf and the knapsack. That's what I need. Maybe I'll do the knapsack, maybe. Yeah. Come on, go back, go back.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Is the halftime show about to start? Yep. Halftime. 14 to
A
24.
nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh.
Revelio.
It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
Revelio. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio. I'll look after you. Revelio. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Revelio. Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Flipendo! Revelio. Arresto momentum. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Everything's all right now. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Alright.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. I'll look after you.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Oh!
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care,
Look like selling
that are
beasts,
well-fed
like a
and
poacher.
groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. Professor Howard will never believe this. Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
What do you need to know?
No, I don't. I don't have any questions. You were in the way.
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting materials.
Wonderful. Good luck.
There we go. There we go. H. Oh, okay. Go sell those. Oopsie. I'll speak with Duke.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First,
Yeah, I
you'll
made some
need to
progress.
use this spellcraft to
Took a break
conjure
earlier
an
because I had to go
enchanted
prep
loom.
dinner and all that,
An
but
enchanted loom.
I broke that.
Exactly.
That video was
It
like
will allow
4.5
you to
hours.
use
I broke
your
that one up.
magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more
Think I'll-
useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Let's see. 21 now. I was what, 17 earlier. Back on. What was the last one? 4, 1, 2, 3. That's right, I didn't have one. Agility. The loom. Thread that changes color. Go purple. Back out. Back out. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, no Christmas tree. The poofing spell. Oh, yep. Oh, I put stuff down here just for that. Oh, whatever. Okay, go back to cheese. Your features, one for offense and defense, stat by defaults. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Add trait to an item of clothing. Upgrade an item. Okay, so upgrade the scarf. That's cool. 20, 20, 20. So, trait 2 though. Trait 1s. 2, 2. I'll put that in anyways. Upgraded 3 times. Nice.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
I'm here with world champion Tiana Flores. Tiana, you are so elusive. Is there anyone that can pull your flags? Well, I'm just right here.
It's all about the sauce.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You're back. Nice to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Irondale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for broom flight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
You're so popular. But you know, it's amazing. It's amazing all the coordination that goes into a show like this. And then the people floating above, floating down. I would have been lost, and I'm not good at height, so I wouldn't have been somebody on stage. Maybe I had me on the ground dancing in one of those suits. I was gonna say, one thing we learned at the beginning of the halftime is that Rihanna is not afraid of heights. She was way up there. The crowd got into it from the very beginning. And a very good performance. I turned my flashlight on.
Off to the races then.
Bright like a diamond, how you always do. There you go, you did your part. All right, we will see.
Revelio.
Second half goes the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mine now, Demi guys.
As the Chiefs get the ball first to start the second half. Second half coming up here at the Super Bowl right after this.
Does it get
Accio. Revelio.
This whole place is level 2.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy.
Yeah,
Aidan
to
was bringing a
Dorothy.
box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Please do give Dot my love.
Accio.
Oh, it's outside. Get over here.
Charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Aloha, Mora. Where is that venomous tentacula?
What could be... Stop! Stop, bandit!
Plant Bandit. I was expecting him to come back that fast. Dang it. I mean, who just sits in their basement?
Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Expelliarmus, Levioso, Incendio, Accio, Glacius, Compulso, Confringo, Defendo, Glacius. So many spiders. No wonder you can open it. Defendo. Glacius, Cabalso, Confringo, Defendo. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Alrighty. Directly bonds.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a...
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Let's see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Whoa.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen.
Heck yeah,
Here's a
man.
little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Need a little money.
Thank you again for your help.
Needs to
I
get
suspect
paid.
you have a bright future.
Herbologist gloves. And 500, okay. New challenge completed. Story quests. Side relationships. It's the dad sweater. Let's finish this quest first. Up there, huh? I don't have that unlocked, so. So that was cosmetic then. Oh no, I like the black. Dweeb. Cloaks and robes, 43, 39, 47, I'll take that one. 56 now, I forgot about that one. Before I go, you sell this junk.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
You got some new legendary items. Legendary gloves. 7 points. 11 points. Oh, 18. I'm going to buy these two.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. stop by
Alright,
whenever you're about.
sell those 2 items. 300, spend 1,000, so only down 700.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Not too bad.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're
Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
Okay, till night time so I can grab that demiguise.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Nothing to see here, just taking your stuff.
Revelio.
What the heck are you doing?
I told you not to go down that path.
Accio from Reading Pet said a customer lost a deeracle around here. I
Revelio.
know we're not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
You could have got us in a lot of trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father.
Level 1. Let's do some breaking and entering.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Ooh, another moon.
Mine now, demiguise.
Come on.
Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
I should investigate. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Fine. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh no!
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio.
Actually, no, I'll take those.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
I already gave you some.
Revelio.
Morning, Doug Boy sighting. Doug Bug, not Doug Boy. Oh, there's this thing again. So I don't know what this is. Not yet, at least.
Arresto momentum. Descendo. Flipendo. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Defindo.
Oh, don't know what it is. See if I can find something real quick.
Damn it.
Well, it turns out I can't do this puzzle just yet. I haven't got an astronomy class yet.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Revelio.
I find the rarest beasts in the forest, I do. You're lucky if you find a... Potato!
Better not be
Predictable.
Descendo. Arresto momentum.
Oh, don't fall off.
Potato! Nice try. You're
Descendo.
the one.
Arresto momentum. Propendo.
Bastard! You're a little soft and save Treadwell.
Better luck next time.
Expelliarmus.
Coward.
Levio.
Careful now.
Incendio.
None of that.
Expelliarmus.
A lucky
Oh,
shot.
stupid box.
Skills aren't
Levioso.
Potato!
Incendio.
Expulsum. How did that? You never stood a chance.
Whoopsie.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
No. We're going back.
Revelio.
I can assure you, none of us are intimidated by your rash decisions. Especially the one where you ended up with an actual rash.
Oh!
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
What are you, a gobstone?
Barely a scratch.
Levioso. Incendio.
Producto.
Confringo.
Not so tough now, are ya? Potato. Expulsum. You'll feel that tomorrow. If you lost.
Revelio.
Okay.
I need to
Let's
visit
see.
the cave to find Zerona's box of letters. Perhaps
better
I'll find
gear
more
with higher
Hawk Lump.
stats.
Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Lumps and the box of letters. That's all the Hawk Lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo.
Well, that's I know what that is. Can't remember the name of it. Crap.
Revelio. Revelio.
Little rats.
Revelio.
Of course.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo! Defender! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Glacius! Repulso! Confringo! Defender! Glacius! Repulso! Confringo! Confringo, Defender. Glacius. Arresto Momentum.
Right.
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Repulso. Confringo. Defender. Should think they felt rough in London.
Okay. There was a higher low than I was.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Shriveling fruit.
Revelio. Cabalso.
Come on.
Revelio. Lumos.
That's I call a supply room right here.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
Can't wait to learn the evil curses. Cruciatic's curse and all that.
Revelio.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
You cannot enter while melted. That's so stupid.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Come on. Oh, wait, no. Clearly it's this way. Why are you having me go that way?
Talk about you taking down that troll in the village, sir.
Hello, Sirona.
Right.
I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
That's DLC, that's why.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Me coming out as a dude? I'm just kidding.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
And indeed. Okay.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save...
51's lower anyways, lower. 44, 56. Sure, why not? But I will not be wearing the top hat.
You're back. Nice
Revelio.
to see you again. What are we looking for today?
Just to sell some stuff.
Thanks for stopping by.
53, 50. Oh man.
What are we looking for today?
Go back up to $5,000.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Okay, there's supposed to be somebody for the beasts. Brooding Peck.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did.
I didn't
No
ask.
care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt. Because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle
Must be
feathers?
from America.
Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but add it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Okay now. Okay.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me.
So what's with the plus symbols? Are those rare? Because I just sold one. Whoops. think they might be the rare ones. Star symbol. Let me see if I can find something on it. All those are considered shinies. Oh dang, what is this? Pokemon Go now? Oh crap, I just sold a shiny then. I wish I would have known that.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider
Oh, wait.
yourself welcome.
Unicorn here.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Well, good to know now that there are shinies in this game. Shut up, Al. Let's go with this one. Okay. It's way down there. I'll actually fast travel to here. Get that one, that one, that one. Yeah. 938. Oof.
Wonder who lives here.
Alright. First. $28 to $27. KC is up by 1. Oh wow. 10.5 minutes left in the last quarter. We got in the house or? Put him up right in. Put him out.
Incendio!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ooh, one handles. Evasive maneuver while visiting Iron Tail Alfred will speak into herself about something fascinating. next time. Let's go knock out this quest. Try any more leaves for the Merlin Strongs.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. I've never seen a sword like it.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Okay.
You made it.
Go. Good.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering
Revelio.
about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Think about the person that's at the bottom of that. Oh, it's...
Revelio.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more
That's
than
probably
people
where we're going to
realize.
see traces of ancient
They
magic.
should not be underestimated.
Evil ancient magic.
Revelio.
But I want to go rob that place.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Definitely probably going to be an evil ancient curse. The only slam a leaping loyalist coming into the ground. Slow loads.
Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Descendo. Arresto momentum. There you are. Descendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum.
Assassin. Warrior. Warrior.
When are you going to give up?
I see the commander up there.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
You're fortunate. That could have been far.
Yeah, that was on me. I forgot to heal.
If only I could get my hands on.
Glacius. Confringo.
I was
Dead.
Arresto momentum. Descendo.
I will make you pay.
Oh, it changed them?
Is that the best you can do? Ranrock, will you like it?
Arresto momentum.
That's embarrassing, isn't it? I won't bet. You're so very
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I will make you.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Capulso.
You've made your last mistake. I was right on.
Confringo. Lapsed. Capulso. Glacius. Confringo.
I won't bet.
Cafindo.
One less human to worry about.
Glacius. Capulso.
You almost had a lucky shot.
Flipendo. Descendo. Arresto momentum.
I will
Descendo.
make
Flipendo.
You find this abuse.
Capulso. Glacius. Confringo. Cafindo.
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground. No! Easily diverted. Not quite. You can't stop us.
Glacius!
Descendo! I won't. Expelliarmus! Levioso! Incendio!
Glacius!
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio! Reparo! Revelio!
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Yeah.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Incendio!
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since.
Revelio!
Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio!
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar.
Reparo!
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
This is the first vision he saw.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio! Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio! Lumos!
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
Revelio! There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos! Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. And I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Okay, let's see. We're going to the Undercroft now.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Well, someone ripped out a picture.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
Revelio. A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True.
Very true.
Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
I'll be in
Revelio.
touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
The Pinch Smedleys
Well,
will
what ball
always
is it?
look
Casey's?
upon you
Yeah,
as
Casey's
a
ball.
trusted ally and friend.
Oh, they're right there. Oh. Flag on the play.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Holding on the defense.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups.
Playing tarot cards.
Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
They got a big old telescope. He got a baby one.
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Casey's being dicks. They're running out the clock.
I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
Oh yeah, they run it at that time.
The perfect
Revelio.
night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is
Oh
it?
man, if they miss
You remember
this.
those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still
That's
out.
good.
I'll show you how to use that
38,
telescope
35.
once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
I mean, everybody can miss the tackle, and they can just run it all the way back.
The table is on a
Revelio.
castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
What's up there?
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am.
Revelio. If you're sure. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Accio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any
Incendio.
spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Oh, there's no way. Just say you want it. We're brothers. Really gets into it.
I know it is nearly impossible to contain your excitement at a moment like this, but keep steady. Gentle adjustments.
That was weird.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite
Kansas
generous.
City won the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
You're
335.
welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Find astronomy tables. That was weird, yeah. Okay, so. $60.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
Luke and Brattleby must
Seriously.
himself when you won it.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Yeah, buddy.
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Hello, Mr. Key, waiting on me.
That's it.
Woot woot.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demi-guys. Revelio. Revelio.
Where's that key at?
Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
Clever? How offensive.
Next.